And today we're diving into a topic that's usually overlooked, but it's crucial in health. Methylation and the MTHFR gene. First off, what is methylation?
The brain's ability to turn genes on and off depends on a process called methylation that requires B vitamins, and it fails catastrophically with age. Methylation adds methyl groups to DNA and proteins, controlling gene expression and neurotransmitter production. This process requires methylfolate, methylcobalamin or B12, and other B vitamins. When methylation fails, homocysteine accumulates and becomes toxic to brain blood vessels. Impaired methylation disrupts acetylcholine production, increases inflammatory homocysteine, and reduces the brain's ability to repair DNA damage. This methylation decline may be a fundamental mechanism of brain aging and cognitive decline.
Essentially, it helps regulate many of our body's vital functions. Now enter the MTHFR gene. I sometimes like to call it the motherfucker gene. This gene codes for an enzyme that plays a key role in processing folate, which lead to potential health issues like elevated homocysteine levels. So what's homocysteine? I'm glad you asked. Think of homocysteine as an exhaust from your body burning protein. Every time you eat protein, your body uses an amino acid called methionine. And when it does that, your body produces homocysteine as waste. Elevated homocysteine levels is a crucial marker for metabolic stress, not just a lab abnormality. And do you know what elevated homocysteine levels are linked to? Cognitive decline, brain fog, increased risk of dementia. And then what happens in the body? You get impaired methylation, reduced neurotransmitter synthesis, increased neuroinflammation, and higher glutamate toxicity. And in psychiatry, guess what happens with high levels of homocysteine in the body? It can show up as treatment-resistant depression. In pregnancy, elevated homocysteine levels are usually associated with the following: neural tube defects, preeclampsia, miscarriage, and low birth weight. This is why folate, not folic acid, matters.
Stop using folic acid, especially if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Switch to folate instead, and here's why. Folate is the natural form of vitamin B9, while folic acid is synthetic. It's found in many supplements and fortified foods. And here's the problem. Unlike folate, which is easily used by the body, folic acid has to be processed by the liver. And some people, especially those with MTHFR gene mutation, they don't do this well. It can lead to excess unprocessed folic acid in the bloodstream, which isn't a good thing. High levels have been linked to increased risk of colon and prostate cancer, weakened immune function, and higher risk of gestational diabetes up to mid-pregnancy. That's why checking your supplements is so important, especially if you're pregnant. Most prenatals contain folic acid instead. So if you have to supplement with B vitamins, avoid folic acid and look for these forms instead.
You want to take methylated folate, not folic acid, not what we give our patients in the hospital. So how can you find out if you have these variations? There are several options for MTHFR testing. If you're interested, I can give you some different resources and things that I've used. So once you have your results, what does it mean? If you have an MTHFR mutation, your body struggles to process folic acid. The synthetic form of folate found in multiple supplements and fortified foods. And this is where methylated vitamins come into play. These vitamins are already in their active form. So what does that mean? It means that it's way easier for your body to utilize these supplements. And here's the kicker. Many standard multivitamins contain folic acid, not the methylated form. All the ones that I give my patients in the hospital are the synthetic type. I love giving that to them. Just kidding. A part of me dies every time. So for individuals with MTHFR mutations, taking non-methylated vitamins can lead to unmetabolized folic acid accumulation in your bloodstream, potentially causing issues masking B12 deficiency or exacerbating neurological symptoms. We'll just blame it on depression. As a nurse, I see this firsthand. When patients are detoxing, taking non-methylated vitamins, it can hinder their progress and even worsen their symptoms. It's like trying to fuel a high-performance car and giving it low-grade fuel. It just doesn't work efficiently. So what's the takeaway with all of this? If you suspect you may have the MTHFR mutation or are experiencing unexplained health issues, consider getting tested. And if not, always opt for high-quality methylated vitamins. Remember, your health is complex, and sometimes the answers lie in the details. And always try to take control of your well-being.